Because you know you're going to go through that deck so much, you're probably going to see those cards again at some point.
Yep, absolutely right. And that's yeah, also a very important point. The dice roll for this matchup is very, very important. Pretty sure that UP-LUFFY won the dice roll and decided to go second because as a GP player, I was yeah, I think second is better to go against UP for GP. But yeah, the most important card, he found it. It is the stage. Merry-Go.
Get the
Super
stage.
important. Yep. And now the Nami search with 3 Don. Check the top 5 to find a Straw Hat card, not color restricted. So you can find every card that you want to find. And I see some good targets there from the Nami search. So maybe, yeah, Luffy-Taro is fine because that is a super important card for this matchup also to play out with Sanji Pudding. And yep, he's going for Luffy-Taro.
Yeah, it makes absolute sense. Luffy-Taro is such a strong card. I played it in the mono purple Luffy as well. And it does allow you on play Dom -1, play up to 1 purple Straw Hat type character with a cost of 5 or less from your hand. Really good back in the day to play Sangoro off Luffy-Taro. Very strong play indeed. But yes, very useful to get out that Sanji and Pudding for sure. So that'll definitely be useful later on. But we do see Zoro Juro coming down on the other side of the board to help get that ramp up. If it sticks on the board, it is when attacking. If you've got 3 or less life cards, add up to 1 Don card from your Don deck and set it as active. So it does help you ramp when you attack with it. So, and it's active straight away in Blue Purple Luffy because you start on 3 life.
Absolutely. That card is super strong. And what's interesting to see is that UP-LUFFY decided to starve his opponent. He decided to not attack with his UP leader into GP. So he's still on 4 life. That's really, really interesting to see um, that he decided to not attack. And GP
Yeah.
now with Zorojuro. Very important card also for this deck. No Sanji Pudding on 5 Don. Decided to bring out the Zorojuro. Finds a Sanji 2K. That should be the turn. You can not use the stage because you are on 5 Don. You need to have equal or less Don than your opponent. That's it.
So yeah, starts off a swinging 4 with Zorojuro just to ramp.
Yep.
And then a God Thread to get rid of the Zorojuro search on the other side of the field. So no attacks will be coming in from that.
Exactly.
Did
Yeah.
its job in doing the search, but it's always nice to have a 6k body on board to apply pressure, especially against a 6k leader with no Don needed to commit to it. But yeah, it gets removed very quickly by Emmanuel there. Just making sure that he's controlling his opponent, not giving him any cards from life, making him play out cards and trying to deal with his board best he can. Samuel now does manage to get the Luffy-Taro down and play the Sanji Pudding, which is going to be so instrumental in this matchup.
Absolutely. That's why he decided to not play the Sanji Pudding last turn, because he wants to play Sanji Pudding out with the Luffy-Taro. What makes sense. So now we see Luffy-Taro into Sanji Pudding. We see the leader ability now, Don -2. If you only control Straw Hat type characters, set up to 2 of your Don cards as active. Then this leader gains 1000 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. One of the best leader abilities in this game. And yeah, your most important card, Sanji Pudding. When you -2 Don, you can use the Sanji Pudding ability to bring 1 Don from your Don deck as active back. That's so strong and works really, really good with that GP-LUFFY leader.
Absolutely. So 6k swing into the Zorojuro deals with that. And now drops
Wow.
the blocker Sanji for 3 Don because he is behind his opponent as far as Don's concerned. Does
Exactly,
mean
yeah.
he can cheat it out for 3 less cost. So it does definitely help to have that blocker on board as well.
Yep. And now UP-LUFFY got his leader ability unlocked. So checking the top 5 to find a straw hat card, and then leave the rest at the top or bottom of your deck. And he decided to pick up a 9 cost Sanji. That's the card you want to find. And the rest is going on top. That means, yeah, pretty sure he's going for that 9 cost Sanji play and
Yep.
maybe into Miok. That could be perfect because, yeah, it wasn't a double stage turn, or is it? Okay, I thought it was wrong. He Was it wrong? Maybe he wanted to play Mihawk. I'm not sure. Ah, he forgot to draw.
He
Okay,
forgot to draw.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
forgot to
was gonna
draw.
say, I'm sure he didn't draw there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you
Okay.
want to play Mihawk here. That what makes sense. So fair play, very
Drawing
very
at the start
nice.
of your turn is mandatory. So
It is
yes, he
mandatory. Yeah,
he had
exactly.
to he had to take. He's obviously revealed the 8 cost Luffy, but that was his draw for the turn,
Yeah,
and then he obviously played the Mihawk. So yeah, just to clarify there, what's happened because he forgot to draw the card, and judge quite rightly intervened there, and clarified that. But it is mandatory to draw at the start of your turn. Bit of pressure
absolutely.
here on the players, obviously, both on stream. It is late in the day, can happen. We have also seen in the past where blue purple Luffy players have gone to their start of their turn,
Hmm,
and they've started to reset their Don, and they've missed their leader ability trigger because you have to do your leader ability before you even start refreshing your refresh phase. So you've got to make sure you do that leader ability um, straight away. So yeah, again, it's all about the timing, making sure you do things right, and sometimes that can all get on top of you, and you forget to do certain things in certain orders. And he just forgot to draw that turn. But
yeah,
we've got the
absolutely.
Nami search being fired off now with a new PRBO2 Nami.
Hmm,
Wonderful artwork there. That's just a
it is.
regular art.
But this search hurts a lot because, yeah, we can see his hand, double forecast Zoro and Rush Luffy and some events. But look at the search: double Bagua, double stage, and Usohachi. No Sanji Pudding, no Luffy Taro, no Zorojuro. That's really really rough.
Yeah, it
Um,
is.
yeah, so very very tough for Samuel, and that Sanji into Miyok was the perfect play here, because even if he decided to play double stage on Sanji Pudding and make Sanji Pudding into a 9 cost, Miyok still got a good target with a Sanji 6 cost and Luffy 7 cost. So, yeah, very important to find the Sanji into Miyok with your first time using leader ability. And yeah, like you said, you need to use the leader ability before refreshing your cards. That's why the leaders say this effect can be activated.
Yep.
Can be means you can decide if you want to use it. There's no way on earth that you decided to not use it. But yeah, it can happen if you
Yeah.
decide to refresh first and then use the lead ability. Nope, too late. But yeah, this time he forgot to draw. Draw is mandatory and very fair play without any problems. He can just yeah, draw and play out the Mihawk. Now we will see the stage replacement. Obviously, he wants to
Yep.
find some good cards. Let's see if there's something good. Usohachi as a draw. So that means he's not going to play any character from hand. And there's no Sanji Pudding on the field. So doesn't look that good. But he's still on 4 life because
Yep.
UP decided to stuff him.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, he's still in a good place as far as his life's concerned. And he's still got 4 Don available, so maybe he can stick a couple of Don, 1 or 2 maybe underneath his leader, and just sort of swing and apply a bit of pressure. But first, he's going to be using his Merigo to boost up his Sanji blocker as well, having replaced the last one and used it before he replaced it to give the Luffy Taro the plus cost. So
Yeah, this
Samuel, see what he decides to do here now with the 4 Don. What would you do at
hmm.
this stage?
To be honest, this turn is really hard because yeah, you didn't find your key pieces for this matchup. You don't want to use your lead ability for this turn because you don't have a Sanji Pudding on field, and yeah, you also right decision, well played. You also don't want to attack with your Luffy Taro because
Yep,
then you give your opponent options to swing into a body,
yep,
and you want to yeah, to force him to swing into life to find some good cards. So, yep, well played here. And now again, lead ability from UP, finding that 2K Sanji, and he's happy with the rest 4. So, could be a huge turn again. Now Sanji into Mihawk, yeah, you can do it, but wouldn't be that strong because Luffy-Taro 9 cost, Sanji 8 cost. And now he's attacking 6k into leader.
Yep.
There's a 2k.
So we see a 9k swing coming in now with the
Yep.
Dracul Mihawk. Is it time to fire off an event here or take the life?
He's thinking of using Bagua and Zoro, but I think just take this one. The problem about this matchup is we are playing against a deck that has the access to play Pudding for cost.
Yeah.
And yeah, in my opinion, this is the winning condition card in this matchup because with GP, you cannot play around having a lot of cards in hand. Normally, you want to take the early attacks. You want to play this leader on 1 or 2 life. You want to find your key pieces as early as you can. That's why you need to take the first swings. You need to find your searchers. You need to find your Sanji Pudding. So you take, and then yeah, against blue, pray that there is no pudding. But yeah, you are playing against the leader that can find that pudding very easy by using the leader ability every turn. So it's not that easy. So yeah,
Yep.
double 9k goes through, and now we see the 8 cost Luffy that we already know that was in his hand. So it's an 8k swing, and he decided to not use the ability. What makes sense? You don't want to bounce anything. You don't want to trash a card for that effect to swing 9 instead of 8. So yeah, 8k is fine. And now he's going to use Thunderbago. And now the Thunderbago is huge because he will go up to 10 Don
Yep.
by refreshing. This one is very huge. And that's why Thunderbago is also a very strong card in GP-LUFFY.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more play of Thunderbargo in recent tournaments. Seems to made a resurgence, and definitely is so powerful, isn't it, to be able to ramp that Dom back up to make sure you can get full value your next turn when you do get to 2 more Don from your Don deck. But yeah, great. Starts off with a search.
Yep. Look at the top 3 to find a Straw Hat, Kid Pirate, or Hard Pirate card because it's the 3 Captain ability.
Yep.
Search event. He's searching Nami. He's going for a Nami search, so search into search. Now checking top 5. Is there finally a Sanji Pudding?
He needs to find
No,
one, doesn't he? No.
no Sanji Pudding. Wow.
Does have a
Oh,
Zoro Zuro there, so he can do another search
yeah,
if
that's
he
right. But
decides to.
then there are some Dons missing because he
Yeah.
already used 2 Don. 4 for Sorojuro means only 4 Don left. And yeah, you don't want to use the leader ability to have 6 Don and then play out the Sanji Pudding. Isn't a good play here. So
Yeah.
wow, really, really rough that he is not finding that Sanji Pudding. Pretty sure that there's at least one copy in life. Otherwise, yeah, there should be stacked. But Luffy Taro into Zorojuro is also very strong,
Yep.
and that's what we are
Again,
going to see.
more bodies on board and more threats.
Mhm.
As we can see, you've got the big
Yeah.
2 Luffy Taros on board now.
Yep,
Got the
there
Zoro
it is.
Zoro as well. And that Sanji blocker is a decent size blocker as well.
Yeah, and both players like finally there is that Sanji pudding, but too late for this turn, maybe for next turn. Now
Yep.
lead ability, yeah, you can use even if you don't have a Sanji pudding on board, but you are on a good amount of dons. So 7 don left, 3 don up, and 6k leader. That's the most important card. You can also use
Yep.
your stage to boost your Luffy Taro or Sanji to play around Mihawk next turn. That's what we are going to see. No, he's going for the Zorojiro, what makes more sense in my opinion, because Emmanuel would have one target with Mihawk, that's for sure, because 2 7 cost and a 6 cost. You cannot boost every 3 of them with
Yeah.
cost. So yep, just boost your Zorojiro to play around that Luffy 8 cost ability.
Absolutely. And swings now. 7 into life. 2k counter. Now decides to swing with a Luffy Taro this turn.
Yep, now it makes sense to swing
Yep.
because your opponent decided to not starve you anymore. So 8k into 6, of course, a G2 is enough to get rid of the attack. He passed with 2 don up, 1 blocker, 7 don, and 2 life. And now UP, third time lead ability, going to take that Gum Gum Giant. Yeah, one of the best cards that a Straw Hat leader can play. The rest is also fine for him. So going back to top, draw for turn. Now let's see if there's another Sanji coming.
There was one in the set. He decided to put it at the bottom of the 4 cards he put back onto the top of the deck. So does he have one in hand? And what's he got to play? Starts off with a swing with the 8,000 power Luffy.
Yeah, interesting. That he decided to swing 8 first. Now Gum Gum Giant. Going to trash away a 6 cost EBO2 Rush Luffy. Done -2. Then leader 4k plus. And you can draw 2 cards. What a
Yep.
crazy strong ability. But you will go down to 5 Don. That's not that good. Now the next swing 9k.
How's he going to deal with this one?
Yeah, another giant wouldn't be that good because then you go down to 3 Don. That's not good. Block is an option. You can also take this one. It's not that easy.
No, not an easy decision at all. Decides to take this one.
Yep.
Let's see what it is. Looks like it was another merry-go.
It was, yep. 10k.
10k swing.
Think now you need to block it.
Yep. And he does. Uses the Sanji to block. And a 6k swing coming in with the leader now.
Yep.
That's counted out. And then 5 for a Nami.
Oh, 3 giants in hand.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. And you're not going to lose the giants because, yeah, your opponent is not playing a blue color leader. That means, yeah, you're safe with your hand. And he decided to put the 2 cards from that Nami to the top of his deck, not bottom. That's interesting because normally Nami, yeah, is a card that you want to play by recycling your hand and putting some bricks under your deck and not on the top. But he decided to bring it on top.
Yeah, interesting choice. Maybe he had some good choices to put there and just thought, well, you know
Exactly.
what? I can keep them at the top and look at another 3 fresh cards as well and still be in a good position. So why not?
Yeah. The problem is UP without a 9 cost mom still on 3 life. Yeah, there
Yeah,
was no 9 cost mom. If someone asked, you cannot play this card and the 8 cost category as a combo in yeah, in UP-LUFFY, but he's still on 3 life because yeah, GP yeah, doesn't have the perfect start of his match. That's why there wasn't that much tempo, that much aggro in on his turns. He didn't find the Sanji pudding the last turns. Now there is finally a Sanji pudding and also the leader ability. So 6k leader again and 5 don left. So yeah, maybe another Sanji blocker and leave the rest for events. Could be strong. I see another Searcher Nami in hand. A Merry Go also to recycle it and to use it as the +2 cost.
yep. But
But
let's see what Samuel's going to do here now.
yeah, just
Looks
swing
like,
6.
yeah, 6k swing, 2k counter.
Yep, Sanji 2k that Samuel know that it was in hand because Emmanuel searched for it. Now again 6k swing. That's the first giant.
Yep. He's going to trash a Sanji. Oh, and he drew into, yeah, or Gum Gum, which he'd already put on the top
Yep,
of life. We knew that.
exactly. And now double Luffy Taro swings are coming, and that's super strong. So 8k into 6, or is it into Luffy? No, it's into life. Goes through. Yep, he doesn't want to use his Gum Giant. Otherwise, he will go down to 6 Don, so no lead ability. And now Thunder Bagua, that's super strong. Again,
Yep.
OPO1 card that is played in most of the purple decks now because it's super strong.
Yeah, absolutely. So good combo there of using a Gum Gum Giant, then a Thunder Bagua uh, to net be only 1 Don down.
Oh, and he passed with 5 Don up. So yeah, he
Yeah,
need to have his counter events to survive, but he is going down to 7 Don or 6 Don even. And the
yeah,
problem is, yeah, you need to use Gongom Giant to survive, and then you are going down to 2, 3, 4 Don, and That's the problem that
Yes,
Samuel has now. Yeah.
looks very, very sticky here for Samuel. You got
Hmm.
two big 9k swings, an 8k swing, plus your 6k leader, and you got your blocker Nami out as well, and all 10 Don available to you. Starts off with a 9k swing from the Mihawk. Looking for a reaction here from Samuel.
Yeah, and what is really strong about UP-LUFFY, um, if you if you got the right board, like we see now with Sanji Mihawk, at least one in the first turn lead ability, you have Sanji Mihawk, and then after this turn, one more big body, and after this, you only need to play Rosinante Nami, Rosinante Nami, Rosinante Nami, because
Yep,
then you only need to recycle your hand, find your counters, play Rosinante, recycle your hand,
yep,
find some more counters, restand your dons, and then you're just good to go. That's how
yeah,
the deck works, and that's enough. That's so yeah, of course, the UP-LUFFY leader ability is super strong, and
absolutely,
yeah, this deck is just really, really, really strong.
absolutely is really powerful, as you say. It's not been obviously with the restrictions, everyone thought it'd fall off, but no, it's still going strong indeed. And now we're seeing Samuel just trying to find some answers with these attacks coming in. So 6k swing, that's countered.
Yep,
Then,
another
as you
Nami.
say, another Nami comes out.
And look, wow, 1K and a gear 2, so 4K counters, and now you can get rid of 2 bricks from hand or decide to bring 2 more counter events to top of your deck, so you will draw into it. And yep, he's going to put it to the top. Now 8 cost Luffy swing. Yep, ability now. Trashing away that Mihawk, giving him a rested Don, and bounce back that Sorojuro. And this attack is going through. Yep. No trigger. And the pass with 5 Don, double Nami, 2 life. That doesn't look good, to be honest.
It doesn't at all. Samuel's really going to struggle against this now. How does he deal with this? Two blockers in the way, still 2 life against a 6k leader. It's going to be challenging.
Yeah, it is. I think yeah, you need to go for game, but there's no way to go through. You need to have the 6 cost rush Luffy, but you don't have any Dons left then, only with lead ability and Sanji putting so 3 Don. You need to have 2 to restand, so 7, 7, 2 times 7 and double 8, 6 swings. Yeah, 6 swings.
Yep.
But 2 life, 2 blockers, and 5 yeah, 5 Don. There's no way to go through here.
No.
Really, really hard.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be game over here for Samuel.
Yep.
Sanji Pudding coming down.
Yeah, but he's trying his best.
Yep.
Yeah. Now use lead ability. So 4 rested Dons just returning to be active. And now with 5 Don, yeah, you cannot play the Rush Luffy anymore. That's for sure.
Yep.
Only blockers and some Dons to try to survive. That's the only turn that makes sense now. But you need to get rid of 6 attacks, and I don't see any way to get
Yeah.
rid of 6 attacks. So yeah, he's swinging 6k with his leader. And now 7k probably with Sanji Pudding. Yep. Oh, go through.
That one's taken. 8k swing
8k. Yep.
now.
Gear
Get
2.
it to, gosh,
Another 8k. Another giant. Draw 2. God Thread and Giant. And then for 2 Don, Nami Search. Yep. Being replaced. Top 5. There's a Giant, there's a 2k, there's a 0 cost, there's a Nami and a Zoro. Giant is the option you want
yep,
to go. And yeah,
absolutely. And then
just a pass.
passes turn. Now, looking very, very difficult indeed here for Samuel.
Yeah, I think there's no chance to survive because 6 attacks and 3 of them are with a huge number, and 3 of them are equal, then yeah, the
Yeah.
opponent's
So
base power. So let's see. Giant, the first one, 10k swing.
10k. Yep. So that takes him up to 10. One more K needed.
Yep. There is a 2k in hand.
Yep.
Another 10k swing.
Does he have an
And
answer for this?
yeah, he does have it, but no giant left. So yep, that's GG.
Yeah.
We have
Fist bump
UP-LUFFY.
there. And UP-LUFFY just goes to show how strong it still is.